Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this because today we are looking at one of India's most dynamic regional economies. We're zeroing in on the service sector of Maharashtra. Specifically, we're going to see how the state is meticulously engineering its service industries, we're talking tourism, hospitality, and entertainment, to completely transform itself into a premier global destination. We have a lot of really incredible structured data to get through, so let's jump right in.
Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we're mapping out 4 interconnected areas: the 2025 tourism vision, Maharashtra under one roof, the business of hospitality, and wrapping up with its status as a global entertainment powerhouse.
All right, starting us off with Part 1, the 2025 Tourism Vision, which is essentially the master plan.
Now, every great transformation starts with a visionary blueprint, right? Maharashtra already does a fantastic job of attracting tourists, both from across other states in India and from abroad. But the state government realized that simply relying on that organic growth just wasn't enough anymore. They wanted to actively engineer the state into a world-class leading destination.
So to actually make that leap, to truly promote the state on the global stage, the government knew they needed a formal framework. And that arrived as the Maharashtra Tourism Policy, formulated back in 2016. This isn't just some standard set of guidelines. It's a highly ambitious, strategic roadmap designed to absolutely supercharge their service economy. To really wrap our heads around the scale of this policy, think about this number. The 2016 tourism policy set a massive objective to attract investments to the tune of 30,000 crore rupees. 30,000 crore. That is a monumental figure, and it just highlights how seriously the government is taking the build-out of necessary infrastructure and world-class attractions.
But, financial capital is really only half the equation here. The policy also aims to create 1 million additional jobs within the tourism industry. So they aren't just building attractions, they're positioning tourism as this massive statewide engine for employment.
So the crucial point is, if you want to understand the economic roadmap for Maharashtra's future, you have to remember these 3 pillars. Establish the state as a leading destination by 2025, bring in 30,000 crore rupees in investment, and generate 1 million new jobs. It's the ultimate roadmap.
Moving right along to Part 2, Maharashtra under one roof. This is all about executing that vision.
Now, the heavy lifting of actually making this ambitious policy a reality falls to a specific nodal agency, and that's the MTDC, or the Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation. They are the ones on the ground implementing this, and they do it in a very hands-on way, actively organizing major cultural events that draw those huge crowds, things like the famous Ellora Festival and the Elephanta Festival. But beyond organizing those big blockbuster festivals, the MTDC is innovating with this fascinating scheme called Mahabrahman. Basically, this scheme acts as a giant umbrella designed to gather the state's incredibly diverse and often very experimental tourism projects and just organize them neatly under one roof. And this brilliantly illustrates what they mean by experimental. We're not just talking about your standard hotels and ancient monuments here. Under Mahabrahman, they are pushing highly localized, niche experiences. We're talking agro-tourism, where you experience farm life, village tourism, food tourism, safaris, and even getting an immersive look into tribal lifestyles. It's such a cool contrast, using this massive statewide umbrella to shine a spotlight on quiet, highly specialized cultural experiences.
Okay, Part 3, the broad business of hospitality. It's all about building the network.
Think about it. If you are going to bring millions of new tourists into the state, well, you need a robust network to actually support them, right? The hospitality sector has grown manifold in Maharashtra, and that growth is a direct result of the flourishing tourism we were just talking about. The two go hand in hand.
But hospitality is a very distinct beast. So what exactly defines Maharashtra's hospitality sector? What separates it fundamentally from the state's manufacturing or agricultural sectors?
Well, the defining aspect of the hospitality industry, the thing that makes it much broader and totally different from other industries, is its relentless focus on customer satisfaction. Every single service, every touch point is entirely designed around ensuring a satisfying experience for the consumer.
And because it's defined by customer satisfaction during travel and leisure, the hospitality business is way broader than just the hotel sector. I mean, yes, hotels are obviously a huge part of it, but look at what else falls under this umbrella in Maharashtra. You've got airlines, the Mumbai Goa cruise ship, fancier luxury trains like the Deccan Odyssey. Then add in the vast network of restaurants, general tourism services, and even event management. It is this massive, interconnected web.
Which brings us to our final pillar. Part 4. A global entertainment powerhouse, the cultural pull.
So, we have the master plan, and we've got the network to support it. But what is the cultural magnet that really puts Maharashtra on the map globally? Well, we have to remember a staggering fact here. India produces the largest number of films in the entire world. And within India, Maharashtra plays an absolutely remarkable role in driving that cinematic dominance.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how the state balances this deep regional art with massive global influence. On one hand, you have a city like Kolhapur, which is totally worth mentioning for being highly renowned for producing incredible regional films. And then, on the other hand, you have Mumbai, popularly known around the world as Bollywood. And Bollywood doesn't just impact India, it has a massive, undeniable impact on the global film industry.
And of course, we can't talk about this cultural powerhouse without tying it straight back to the economic reality. Just like the 2016 tourism policy aims to create 1 million jobs, the entertainment sector is a massive economic driver in its own right, generating employment opportunities for a huge number of people. It is an absolutely vital pillar of the state's service economy.
So what does this all mean? We've seen the 2016 policy's master plan aiming for 30,000 crore in investment and 1 million new jobs. We've seen how the MTDC is pushing everything from tribal lifestyles to massive cultural festivals. We've seen the booming hospitality network and the sheer global pull of Bollywood. When you put all of these pieces together, with its vibrant culture, massive investments, and global cinematic reach, is Maharashtra destined to actually hit that goal and become the world's premier tourist hub by 2025? It is a fascinating question, and watching the state engineer its economic future is something we should definitely all be paying close attention to. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.